Until now. Until you, time traveler. Only you can shatter
What's up, YouTube?
our chains.
I had to do a switch over. It looks like the PC Game Showcase is like 2 hours. Jesus Christ.
The evil hordes.
Holy.
Build what the enemy shattered and restore the might of our city.
You're not my dad.
The of bastions still whisper.
You're not my dad.
Relics of power waiting to be claimed. Together, you are legions. Not even the hordes of the Unraveler shall halt your advance. Your strength will never cease to grow. Once banished, you will break us free.
Okay.
If it feels like something's been implanted at the base of your skull, that's because there has. It's in your best interest to listen to me.
Pig face. Pig face. Pig face. Pig face. Pig face. Okay.
Good work. Head back to the van.
Okay. Another one. All right, chat. Boom.
As you can see, we are running a fine-tuned engine of gaming goodness. Oh,
Are
speaking
you?
of, Sean, what's going on with the rig?
Let's find out. Frankie, Jacob, status report?
We're doing great down here. Jacob is about to fill us in on what we're installing next.
I'm just wiring up everything with our Gigabyte Aorus X870E motherboard. It's got a suite of features for reliable overclocking and memory performance, and its built-in thermal armor and heat sinks will keep our Ryzen X3D rig running great without running hot. And
Boom.
of course, our GPU, a Gigabyte Radeon RX 9070 XT
All
with
right.
RDNA 4 architecture, and 3rd gen AMD ray tracing tech for competitive 4K performance.
Okay.
Awesome. And for those of you who want to speed up your own PC build, I've got a technique I always use. A montage.
A what?
A montage.
Oh, a montage. Right. Great idea, Frankie.
Freeze frame high five?
Freeze frame what?
Not gonna lie, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the rig booting, but oh, perfect.
Yo, he did not.
Should I say some
They're
new
cooked.
terror attack?
Please. What the fuck is happening? World premiere. Another one. Oh. Wreck-'em Ralph. Bro, some of these vehicles look absolutely ridiculous. Should just build like a 15 section tall vehicle with like gun emplacements at every tier. It just drives around and all you see is just yellow lightning coming from it, basically. Just a wall of bullets. Bullet! Bro, what? The hell was that? Bro just accelerated through the enemies. That's crazy. TerraTech Legion, play the demo on Steam, probably right now. Chat, go enjoy. Ooh, what this? This looks cozy. This looks like a cozy game, chat. We got a Mac version? Interesting. But like, what's it about? Oh, depression, chat. Anger. Screaming. Romance. Comfort. I don't even know what game this is, to be honest. I heard there's a game coming out to challenge The Sims, and this is what I, you know. Paralives, December 8, 2025. I don't know if this is the Sim Challenger, but early access December 8th of this year, if you are interested in it. Knockoff Walking Dead lol. What is this? Can of beans! Beans! Scaton beans! Oh, man. Is this like the Forest 2 or something? No, it can't be. Nope. Looks like this has PvP. Damn. Bro. Hey, bro, if you're gonna shoot, right? Like at least hit your target. Bro, you're not even aiming. Lost Rift. Play the demo now in Steam Next Fest. Alright, chat. A view from the command center. We're gonna go through the quad cam.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Winter
Don't
Game
mind me,
Awards
I've
show?
got a
Noise, do
special
you mean the
friend
Game
who's
Awards?
by, but don't tell the folks
Lol.
upstairs. It's a surprise, you see. When you see them, just let them know that they can add any of today's exciting games to their wish list. Follow the link below to see all the goodies in today's show. And in the meantime, let's see what our friends over at Rogue Snail have been cooking up.
I'd love to go to the Game Awards, but I wouldn't be able to cover it on stream, so it is what it is.
Perdoe essa pobre coitada. Que de joelhos rezou bocado.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna let you cover it from like inside the venue, bro. Right? Like if you're at the Game Awards, you're not gonna be able to sit there and be talking to chat. You'd be disturbing other people, right? So it'd be fun, but like they'd have to have a place for me to like set like basically a box for me to set up in, overlooking, and just be like, chat, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Uma pessoa pobre.
IRL stream, honestly, first one would probably be like a grill weekend or something like that.
Mesmo cactus consegue.
But I need like a dedicated desktop to where I can have a setup where I run a line essentially for a webcam to be usable outside, or some sort of camera setup to where I could have an outside cam so that you guys can see me when I'm at the grill, and then we just switch to, right? We just switch to Deschan. I'd probably name the camera for this room Deschan. And we switch back to Deschan for the view in here. Something like that. That's what I want. I want to be able to have a setup where I can have like a camera that's basically operating for the kitchen and outside, preferably with a tripod so that I can just set it up wherever, right? So that way if I do a grilling stream, like you guys have like full visibility and shit. You get to see me mulling around dealing with shit. That'd be like a full-on day stream though, right? Because you guys would be hanging out with me while I'm seasoning and prepping meat and everything, and then we'd set it to marinate, and we'd come game for a few hours, and then once I feel it's had enough time to marinate, then we'd go back out there and start on the, you know, the remainder of the cooking stream type stuff. And you know, in between, if I wanted to, I could work on VOD stuff and let you guys kind of see what goes on with me working through thumbnails, or not working through thumbnails, working through timestamps, creating thumbnails, etc., stuff like that. I actually ran into an issue the other day where one of my thumbnails file size was too large because of some effects that I added. Are you gonna eat him? Playtest of that game on Steam. I don't really know what it's about, but okay. Okay. Chat, there's a Lechonk in chat. ! Poke check to see if you need it. Yeah, Noise. I don't know about that one. It's kind of,
Your own restaurant may feel like a fairy tale.
it kind of is vastities.
Trickier than it looks. Customers,
This is a food game, bro.
the hordes line up at the door.
Oh.
Elder gods are summoned. All of this can really burn your biscuits.
Shut down.
You will be forged in the fires of the kitchen. Sharpen your knives.
Okay.
Master the magic of food. For an ancient
Yeah, chat. I'm pretty sure this game is probably built to take your money. You probably can like pay money to get more boosts or stuff like that. So,
through its stomach.
Arcane Eats wishlist now on Steam. Maybe not. Maybe it's not. But
Hey, let's check in on how things are progressing with
The rig.
and make sure there aren't any saboteurs in the mix. Hey, Mika, how are the kids looking down there?
the rig.
It's not looking great. They're hooking up a. Oh my God, they're hooking up the PC to a printer.
No, printer, it's too dangerous.
I
I
know.
told them the rig is way too valuable to be anywhere near a printer.
I know.
We have to stop them.
No. It's too late because they're downloading a driver.
Oh,
Wait.
God, why?
Maybe it's an okay. Jacob looks like he's laughing. Oh, no, he's sobbing.
Oh no.
And now he's cursing God. I can, yeah. Oof.
Why, you maniacs? Why?
Damn you, printers. Haven't you taken enough from us?
Well, while our team does some troubleshooting, let's take back the post-apocalypse from hordes of mutants in co-op roguelite Guntouchables.
If you're watching this tape, it means the world has ended. Welcome to Guntouchables. It's not a game, it's a state of mind. It's about having such a cool gun, you're untouchable.
Are you
That's what it's
gun touchable?
about. Untouchable.
America.
Collect crates in the wasteland to help you kick more ass. But your enemies are getting upgraded too, and that's where things heat up. So get ready to blow stuff up, and smack stuff with a shovel, and shred stuff with a bone saw, and snipe stuff. Survival is about sticking together. It's about getting bad
Oh.
guns and even more
Is this
badass
multiplayer?
upgrades.
Co-op?
About killing whatever this thing is. Because here in the apocalypse,
It's
you're
the
up
penis
against
worm,
a million
duh.
maniacal mutants that want
What
nothing
else would
more
it
than
be?
to pound you into hamburger meat. There's only one way to survive, and that's to become Guntouchable. Coming to early access on June 17th.
Interesting. Okay. Bro, they gotta do something, man. They gotta do something about this. They gotta. Ultra Kill Layer 8 fraud. The chat, the graphical texture, just definitely a choice. You know? Definitely a choice. PC Gaming Show chat.
Up in the show.
Here we go. Here's what's coming up. Yeah? Just take a look, chat. Take a look. That's what's coming up. Why does that cat's tail have a head? The earth lies shattered, wasteland at our feet. Above endures the prophesied sky. Oh shit, so we're building off the top. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, what are y'all doing? We're cold. Because of course you are. Damn, chat. Stario Haven Tower. Huh.
And this is the Superhero Dispatch Network. I hope you're ready for your first shift.
Super
Wait,
Dispatch
doing
Network?
Hey team, this is your dispatcher.
Answer the calls. I don't know what to do. Play the demo. Chat, demo is probably live on Steam right now.
We're taking bets on when you'll quit.
Friday?
Today's Friday.
I know.
I know. That's funny. All right, demo's out on Steam, chat. You heard it here first. Coming soon. Ah, the next game from Annapurna Interactive. The dev team behind Stray. I wish it was another animal game. Frick! Bro, did I just see a cat bike at one point? Let's race. What is this? Is this just like a bicycle racing game? Oh man. I was hoping they'd make another animal game, chat. Unless I can kick people off of their bikes, like I'm not, you know. Wheel World? Yeah, chat. I'll wait to see more about it. An open world bike adventure. Oh no. I do not. Honestly, I don't like cyclists, chat. They have no business being in the road.
World is the rare kind of game that leaves you asking the important questions. Like, why aren't all the world's
Tell me I'm wrong.
We can only hope the answer reveals itself someday. Until then, let's turn our attention to the latest from FBC Firebreak, the next game from Remedy. And if my tracker is working properly, it looks like Frankie met up with the Bureau.
It's been 6 years now since we've been locked in with the Hiss. I don't care about your day job if you can hold a gun and use a tool. Firebreak needs you. I'll be frank with you, this ain't an easy shift, but at least you won't be alone. Your fellow Firebreakers will have your back. Fighting together, fixing together, and hell, even showering together. If you
All right, bud. Calm down.
it'll be more than enough to survive.
Corrupted item loose on site.
Really? Firebreak.
Sounds simple enough.
Wish list now.
I've got a liability waiver here.
June 17th? Bro, even if I was interested, where's the time go?
Was
Good
absolutely
God.
epic, delivered on all fronts, but it did take me back to my student days. It might have been the post-it notes, the traffic lights, and the slight feeling of regret in the shower. What have we signed up to? Mike Hayato, you're the game director of FBC Firebreak from Remedy Games. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, what have we signed up to here?
Yeah, lots. So that was our
Damn,
launch
nice.
trailer. We're coming out in just over a week now, so we're really excited to share a lot more of the game, stuff that we haven't shown, a little bit of all of the 5 jobs in the game, which are kind of different crises that you have to deal with. But yeah, so we're getting close now.
I remember when Control came out in 2019, and we're revisiting that world in FBC. Why was now the right time to revisit?
Yeah, so right now it was just a great time for us to kind of go back to the oldest house. We never wanted it to kind of feel like we were retreading on Control, and that was like definitely something we thought about a lot. And one of the reasons why we shifted into a first-person perspective, so you could kind of go back into the oldest house and see it from fresh eyes in a different way.
I mean, you did have a lot of fun in Control, and also we're in first person this time, so
yeah. So of course very different, and I think as anyone can tell from that trailer, we're extremely like tonally to the side of Control, and this was a really big challenge for us because of course Control was very moody and atmospheric and very like horror tinged, but of course it did always have that little edge of absurdity. And speaking to that, this is kind of like why we leaned into that more absurd angle, because you know Control was very carefully built for a single player experience. Since we are sort of a kind of joke around with your mates and just kind of have fun thing, we didn't want to totally like betray that franchise, but we did want to take those kind of recipe components and just flip them around. So we keep that kind of edge of like horror and tension and stakes, and we just add a lot of the absurdity at a higher value. So for example, like you saw Sticky Ricky, our gigantic monster made out of sticky notes. In one of our trailers, you know, somebody I think actually shouts like, "Sticky Ricky! Sticky Ricky!" Which was, to us, very, very funny, but to that character, completely terrifying.
And Sticky Ricky is joining us today.
Yes.
He's just getting himself together, and maybe
Whoa.
he'll answer a few of my questions. Say I don't necessarily have 3 straight-up fraggers on my team. Are there roles that we can adopt in this game?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game is kind of built around a trifecta of kind of saved loadouts that are centered around tools. We call these crisis kits, and each one was developed with a different play style in mind. So we have one that kind of shoots these gigantic like liquid globules you saw in the trailer, and this is for the person we always just imagine almost like Scarface, like I don't really care, I just kind of want to, you know, paint the world with something. And then we have another one which is a tool that kind of looks like a pogo stick mixed with a defibrillator.
So chat.
And you might be surprised, but we always have this as like a precision and tactical instrument, just because you can kind of relocate yourself and move around easily. And then we have the last really complex tool, which is literally just a wrench. It's just a wrench. It's a gigantic piece of steel. So we made a lot of active decisions to try to get people right into the gameplay. So that's at the cost of some direct storytelling, but we haven't scrimped any on the world building and the big narrative and what it feels like to be inside of the oldest house.
We do associate Remedy with these big narrative games, so much imagination, atmosphere, obviously Alan Wake, obviously Control.
Sure.
So this feels like a new departure for you guys moving into this space. So why?
Yeah. And to be clear, it's fundamentally different. You shouldn't go into this game whatsoever expecting those type of experiences, which, by the way, I personally adore. I started Remedy as a massive fan of Remedy, so this isn't a pushback on that type of experience. But the thing is that we, as soon as we started making more than one game at the same time, we just wanted to say, hey, is there a way to kind of like open the doors? If you are a huge Control head and you know all the lore and you really love it, and you can't convince your friends to try this game out, we wanted to give that kind of step in. So even though it's not really what Remedy is today, I do hope that a little over a week from now, it will be part of what Remedy is in the future.
So, Mike, as an online cooperative shooter, what does this game look like in, say, a year's time?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially because, you know, the online space, I think a lot of people treat it very differently. One of the big things that we're about is avoiding kind of like FOMO, like engagement. You know, you don't need to check in every day. We're not going to kind of add a timed battle pass. So if you come in on day one and you come back to us a year from now, all you're going to see is all the great stuff that we add. And speaking of that, already in this year, we're going to add 2 more jobs. That adds to the other 5 game modes that we ship with, already growing it by about 40% by the end of the year. We've got additional endgame systems and lots of plans.
I'm just pitching it's a stapler, like opened out, and it just...
Okay, I have news for you. There is a stapler in the game.
I'm a genius.
So in the game, actually in that trailer, you probably saw that big traffic light. That's
Okay, whatever you say, yes?
Control is now corrupted by the hiss, and in certain settings, it can show up and kind of hit you with a big red light. You're not allowed to move until it gives you a green light. There's another one, which is a stapler, which if you are a super Control nerd, you might remember from some of the posters in the oldest house. Is that a stapler an altered item? And then you see a nice little clip art of a stapler. Well, that stapler actually shows up, and it kind of behaves like a fly. It sort of like buzzes around your face and gives all the enemies a lot of additional health. So yeah, there you go.
Where can we sign up?
Yeah, lots of ways to play this game. Of course, we're on all the major consoles, on Epic Games Store, or you can head over to Steam, where you can wishlist the game today. It comes out June 17th. Grab your friends, and we hope to see you there.
Well, go on then. Go clean the oldest house. Sign up today. Thank you so much, Mike, and good luck.
Thank you.
The FBC, lovely bunch over there for, as long as they last.
Hey, didn't we cook up a few trinkets for FBC personnel at some point?
I mean, we offered, but spy gadgets just don't hit the same way when you spend your whole day working with evil typewriters and turn your bones backwards.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Well, up next, if you've been looking for the perfect excuse to wear a toga, and who hasn't, here's a look at Ubisoft's next entry in the long-running strategy city builder, Anno 117, Pax Romana.
What? Pax Romana! Oh, I'm so good. Okay. Chat, worthy. So chat, do I need to have a separate channel for my shorts? I do, don't I? Hmm. I might need to. It's saying it has 1.2k views. Oh no. There's no way, right? It's saying it has 1.2k views. Please don't let it have 1.2k views. Fuck. Chat. The one from yesterday is like 344. It's saying the one from today already has 1.2k views in 2 hours. Bro, should I just start making shorts and just stop doing Let's Play content? And just start trolling? I know you guys watching this on YouTube are probably like, dude, please don't. Those of you watching the Let's Play stuff are probably like, please don't do that.
Yeah,
ever.
No, I'm Nate, and I was gonna.
I thought I told you this.
Courage, a cowardly dog ass speech stuff.
It's like a top of a tower.
What the fuck is happening, bro? Okay. Why do you have to walk like that? Why the fuck do you have to walk like that, bro?
Here we go.
What?
Oh, I'm done. Probably nothing up there anyway.
What the hell? What the fuck is this? What did I just watch, bro? Coming soon. Yo, Dom, what's going on? Did we already get you? No, but we did get the, let me get another one. Let me give a shout out to the homie Dom. Coming in with the raid, playing Call of Duty Warzone. What's going on, Raiders? We're currently watching
Jesus,
the PC games. I definitely muted that, did I not? I did not mute the alert stuff. Shit. But, yeah, we're watching the PC gaming show for 2025. So far, there's been one or two good things, but for the most part, we've been kind of Omega snooze fest. Yeah, Xbox Showcase was good. The Outer Worlds 2 Direct was good. Grounded 2, little, you know, short discussion after was also good. But yeah, PC Game Showcase has kind of been meh. I've literally not added anything since the Xbox Game Showcase, basically. So, go figure. Go figure. Get some dinner, running on low. Hey, appreciate you, bro. Enjoy the dinner. Hell to the fucking yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, this is kind of like, for me, this is like, can we go to the next game, please? I'm ready. Endless Legend 2? Oh. I'm not gonna play that, but there's someone that I used to watch play the Endless games that I would want to watch play that again. I'm gonna have to find them.
Hi, Mika. We have had a slight hiccup. Looks like Jacob forgot the #1 rule of a new PC build.
An offering before you start, or computer spirits drink your heart. He forgot the sacrifice.
You have to do the sacrifice.
Got to do the sacrifice.
Can we scold me later?
All right, I should cut him loose while he's still.
Brother, what? These people are all cooked.
I am loving how normal things are today. And a quick
Right,
reminder,
right.
every single
Normal,
game from
of
today's
course.
show in one place at the PC Gamer Steam page over at
Hey,
PCGamer.com/wishlist.
that's sick.
My own
That's
wish
slick.
list is currently buckling under the strain of so many amazing games.
And you know what? Speaking of
Speaking.
amazing games, here's our next world premiere. A brand new game published by Ponkel, the creator of Vampire Survivors. Get ready to go berserk.
Chat, I'm world premiere. Honestly, chat, zero interest on the floofy side. But you're watching the future on YouTube. We'll see you in the next episode. I'm telling you, chat. They'll get it. They'll still get it.